Good morning, everyone. I wanted to talk for just a minute today about a very common question I get from my pregnant clients, and that is, what is safe core exercise during pregnancy? And you're going to find a lot out there about specific exercises to do or not to do to strengthen your core throughout your pregnancy. So I want to kind of take a more big picture look, not talk so much about specific exercises to do or not to do, but what should be looking for big picture when you're doing your core work as you get into that third trimester. So to bear in mind, in your third trimester, your belly is really getting quite large, and there's a lot of stress, a lot of stretching and strain on the midline of the belly and on the abdominal muscles and the abdominal wall as a whole. So what you want to bear in mind during this time, first of all, is that women's bodies are different. Your muscles are going to tolerate pregnancy differently. You're going to respond to exercises differently. So, you can't make a blanket statement about you should or shouldn't do a certain exercise during pregnancy. We can talk about specific exercises that might be higher risk, but I want you to bear in mind the big picture of what is your abdominal wall, what is your linea alba, your midline doing when you're doing the exercise that you want to do to strengthen your core. And also bear in mind that any strength training is going to use your core. You can't separate your core from other exercise. It should be functioning when you're doing really anything. So when you're doing the exercise that you want to be doing, whether that's, a rotation or a plank or a crunch or a hands and knees move, whatever it is that you're doing, you need to be observing what your abdomen and your midline is doing during that activity. Is your abdomen and your belly closing, drawing up and in? Is your belly and your muscles hugging your baby in toward your spine? Or are you seeing any kind of coning, any kind of bulging out in the midline? You really need to be watching, is your belly tolerating that exercise well? Is your deep core engaging and bringing the abdominal wall inward and stabilizing? Or are you seeing a pushing out, a bulging, a coning through the midsection? If you're seeing that, then that activity is potentially something that is going to create more damage and injury in your abdominal wall, both during and after pregnancy. So you just want to be mindful of doing things for your core that you really see a nice drawing in, a nice engagement of the core muscles, the linea alba, and the midline coming in. If you have any questions, further things you want to ask about exercise during pregnancy, feel free to reach out, and I hope to see you soon.